my face hurts because I'm so happy. Good morning, good people. It is a brand new day. It is December 24th, so it's Christmas Eve. We've only got a few days left until the end of the year, and I really want to try and read like as many books as I possibly can. I think I'm at like 143 books read so far this year, which is really good, don't get me wrong, especially now that it's Christmas break. I'm spending a lot more time on the computer, like playing games, than I am reading, and so I know that I could be getting more reading done. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. This is like my last Christmas break ever. Like my last like multi-week break that like I'll have for essentially like the rest of my life, which is insane and kind of scary because I definitely enjoy a good break. Unless I just like go get a master's or something. But honestly, I think I'm just a bit burnt out from school and I really don't want to do that. The book that I'm going to be reading is Katherine Center's Hello Stranger. So I thought for Christmas it would be fun for my mom and I to kind of buddy read a book, and I kind of got her into Katherine Center books. So the next one that I've heard really good things about is Hello Stranger. So I've already gotten her to read The Bodyguard, The Rom-Commers, and Things You Save in a Fire. All of them are in my like top tier books. I just love Katherine Center, and I can't believe I've never read any of her books before now, especially because I've heard so many good things about The Bodyguard in years past. I just never did anything with that knowledge and information, but here we are. So I think first I'm gonna mark off, I think 5 chapters a day is like a good number for us to read. Currently I'm in my closet because I'm going to film an intro for an Instagram series that I'm planning on doing in 2026. It's gonna be called The Senior Year Scaries because senior year is kind of scary. All the clothes kind of act as like a sound absorber, so then you just get really crisp audio. I need to redo that line. A brand new day and your girl's trying to learn a hair tutorial. You know, I've kind of upgraded my fashion over the past couple years, and now I feel like it's time for me to upgrade my hairdos because I'm kind of rotating in between the same like 3 hairstyles over and over again. We do like the French braids, the Dutch braid, the claw clip, which like everyone and their mother does, and then hair down and curled. I'm gonna try and follow this messy bun tutorial that I found on Instagram, and we shall see if I can actually do it or not.
Towards your face.
Wait, go back.
I want to not getting caught in your fingers.
What?
I like it oversized.
Yeah. I think
What? What is this? I can't tell. I feel like it looks really bad. It's giving pineapple bun. Like, is my hair just not long enough for this? Wait, did I just do a messy bun? Okay, let me pull some front pieces out because that always looks super duper cute. Did I just do this? She's not perfect, but she's a start. So I'm currently on page 154, which is chapter 16. And we've been introduced to a second love interest, which I didn't realize. Like, I definitely read the back of the book. It just didn't process that there was going to be like a love triangle situation. So we have the veterinarian doctor guy who was like the love of her life. She first met him and she's like, oh my gosh, he's beautiful, he's gorgeous, whatever. And then we have her neighbor, and there was definitely, I think, not a miscommunication, but a misconception when she first kind of like bumped into him, at least in the story. She's suffering from face blindness post brain surgery. She's also a portrait artist, top 10 finalist in this national portrait competition. Obviously, if you have face blindness, it's kind of hard to paint a picture. So I think that's kind of the central tension of the story. But the way I am flying through this whenever it's my turn to read, because again, my mom and I are like alternating. We'll read 50 pages and then switch. So then she'll read and then it'll go back to me and then I'll read it. And yeah, so I kind of have to like stop myself from reading ahead, even though I really, really want to. But you know, it's okay. We're trying to learn the art of slowing down and like taking in books and reading. So that's kind of my update with this. And then the other book that I'm reading is The Written World and the Unwritten World by Italo Calvino. This is kind of just like a series of essays about writing and language and things like that. I thought it was really interesting. I saw this in a secondhand bookstore and I've been wanting to read his If on a Winter's Night a Traveler, but they didn't have that one. They had this one and then Invisible Cities, which when I was checking out, the cashier was like, oh, I really want to reread this one. I was like, okay, so then it must be good. So I'm making a good choice. But I am really enjoying this one. It's taking me a while to get through it because the language is pretty complex, and you would think, aren't you an English major? Yes, I am, but again, sometimes I feel like I don't know English when I'm reading books like this, because how do you string these sentences together? I don't know. But some of it, I'm just like, huh? Like, what do you mean?
We over-amplify gigs, which is really weird.
It's a little heart! Oh my god, that is so cute! Cute! Okay, I just finished Hello Stranger. The world does not deserve Katherine Center. Like, genuinely. This book was so good. The twist. Oh, I love the feeling of anticipation and everything that was in this book. It was so good, genuinely. Easy 5 stars. I need to read like all her books because her books are just like a bundle of joy. They're the perfect, like warm, sunny book that's just beautiful, and it makes me so happy. It makes me feel invigorated to go live life. I just think that's beautiful. If there's one thing I love just as much as the stories that Katherine Center writes, it's her author's note that she like always puts at the back of her books, because she always gives like a little defense of the romance genre, and I just love that because you can tell how passionate she is about what she's writing and that she sees like the value in it. And it's not just, you know, some silly little romance genre. Sorry, oh my gosh, I'm like out of breath. Oh my goodness. I'm just very passionate about this book and about Katherine Center. Because even in the rom-commers, she writes, like I even ended up quoting her in my thesis. She literally gives like another defense of the romance genre. And honestly, you could just read these to anyone who's like, well, romance is stupid because like, it's so predictable and unrealistic. Girl, go read some Katherine Center author's notes because you will be so mind changed. It's not even funny, okay? Easy 5 stars, highly recommend. It literally, it just makes me so giddy to like read her books. And honestly, that is the feeling of a good like 5-star read. Like I literally can't stop smiling. My face hurts because I'm so happy. Maybe you just need a little bit of sunshine in your life. Go read a Katherine Center book. That's enough of me yapping. That was my TED Talk, okay? I hope you all enjoyed that. It is a brand new day. I've started reading A Cotswolds Holiday by Kasey Stockton. So I started this on Kindle because I got the Kindle Unlimited like 99-cent deal because $11.99, like I know I would get good use out of having Kindle Unlimited, but $11.99 is just kind of a lot for Kindle Unlimited. So I think I'm just gonna do it for 3 months and then we'll see. There's just so many books that I wanted to read that were on Kindle Unlimited. I didn't want to commit to buying them just because I wasn't sure if I would like the author or the writing. So I decided Kindle Unlimited would kind of be like the best way to go about sampling some new authors. So basically in this book, her ex and her best friend are getting married and they invited her to their wedding, but she was like, no. Her best friend also wanted her to be a bridesmaid. And of course, naturally, she's like, no, I'm good, thanks. So she's like, no, sorry, I can't. You want to know why? Because I'm going to be in England. She, like, last minute books her trip to England, so she's staying in this little cottage, but I can already tell that there's going to be I think the landlord is going to be the love interest for this story, because her family, of course, was all joking, like, hey, like, don't go fall in love. So we all know that's what's going to happen, obviously. And then the next book that I'm going to start is Perelandra. I'm going to start this on audiobook. I'm on page 23 of Cotswolds Holiday, and I'm going to start Perelandra today. And it's a really short book, except the text is diabolically small. Like, look at that. Who thought that would be a good idea? I don't know, but I would like to have a couple words with them because why are you making it so small and so hard to read? Okay. I finished reading Perelandra this morning. It was really good. I ended up giving it a 3.75 stars. I enjoyed it a bit more than the first one. It was a little bit easier for me to kind of pick up on the spiritual themes throughout the book. There was still a lot that I didn't fully understand. I think it's just going to take me a while to kind of fully understand Lewis's like writing style and kind of what he's getting at with everything. It seems like he uses lots of like metaphors and you kind of have to untangle the metaphors. And now I'm prepared to go read That Hideous Strength, which I will be reading for one of my classes in the spring. On the Cotswolds Holiday, I think I'm going to DNF it. This is kind of the benefit of having Kindle Unlimited is I can try out books and see if I like them or not. This one, I think it could be good. I'm just not a fan of the writing. I'm not gonna want to keep reading the book if I'm not enjoying the writing. I can already tell it's gonna be like a 3-star book. So why would I subject myself to reading a 3-star read when I have a potential 5-star read that's waiting for me? So I'm not gonna waste any more time with this book, I don't think. It's just the fact that she's referred to him so many times as being hot. I want more tension, more banter, more yearning. And this just isn't giving me that. I don't care how hot the person is, because if you have good chemistry between your characters, the male main character will be attractive. But that concludes the end of this reading vlog. I mean, we discovered a new 5-star read, so I think that was a pretty successful reading week, if I do say so myself. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!